In the game of persistency, the goat is the winner.
Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, Two Fluffy Pillows and a Kingdom of Cats. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. My room is small, so small that when I stretch out my arms, I can almost touch both walls at once. It's the kind of room where if you leave a sock on the floor, suddenly the entire place looks messy. Naturally, this space was not designed for someone who has a soft spot for adopting cats. But here I am, a proud cat parent with a little furry family and absolutely no idea where to put them all. At first, I thought about buying cat cages or fancy little cat condos like the ones I saw online. They looked marvelous, with multiple layers, scratching posts, dangling toys, and even tiny staircases. But then reality hit me like a paw to the face. My room didn't have the space for even one of those grand cat castles. If I squeezed one in, I'd probably have to sleep standing in the corner like a sad giraffe. So I scratched my head, stared at my cats, who were busy staring back at me with their judgmental golden eyes, and realized I had to find another way. My furry companions deserved comfort, warmth, and softness, but I needed something compact, space-friendly, and, let's be honest, budget-friendly too. That's when the idea came to me. Pillows. Not just ordinary pillows, but big, round, fluffy pillows that could double as magical cat thrones. The day the pillows arrived was like a mini holiday. They were giant, soft, and perfectly round, like two fluffy pancakes, except not edible, though one of my cats still tried to nibble on it. I placed them side by side in the corner of my room, imagining my cats would gracefully curl up on them like royalty. The cats, of course, did not follow my vision. Cats never do. Instead of sitting politely on their assigned pillows, they treated the new additions like mysterious alien objects. One cat poked a paw at the surface, then leapt back as if it were a trap. Another sniffed around suspiciously, as though the pillows were hiding government secrets. The bravest one of the bunch finally flopped down right in the center, stretched like a king declaring ownership, and immediately began purring. That was the official approval. Soon enough, the others joined in. They discovered that the pillows weren't just soft. They were warm, cozy, and perfect for naps. Within an hour, my room was filled with the sound of purring engines. Each cat sprawled across the pillows like fluffy jelly beans. I couldn't help but laugh. The room looked like a little cat cafe where every customer had fallen asleep. Of course, two pillows for several cats meant there were occasional territorial negotiations. Sometimes two cats would squeeze onto one pillow, their tails twitching in annoyance, before they reluctantly accepted the arrangement and fell asleep back to back. Other times, one cat would dramatically push another off, claiming the entire space for themselves. The evicted cat would then strut away with exaggerated dignity, pretending they didn't care. Cats are drama queens, after all. But at the end of the day, the pillows turned into the warm heart of my tiny room. Even when the floor felt cramped and my desk was cluttered, those two fluffy circles became islands of peace. The best part of this whole setup wasn't just the convenience. It was the joy of watching my cats find happiness in something so simple. I didn't need grand cat towers or luxury pet furniture. All I needed were two round pillows, some creativity, and a lot of love. Every night before I go to bed, I glance over at the corner of the room. There they are, my cats, curled into little balls of fur, snuggled together like marshmallows on top of cocoa. Their tiny bodies rise and fall with each sleepy breath, their whiskers twitching as they dream about chasing butterflies or stealing chicken from my plate. In that quiet moment, my room doesn't feel small at all. It feels full of warmth, full of life, and full of purring comfort. Sometimes, I even think the cats appreciate the pillows so much that they let me sleep peacefully in return. Well, except when they decide 3 a.m. is the perfect time to zoom across the room like professional sprinters. But I suppose that's part of the deal when you live with cats. You trade sleep for love and laughter. Now, whenever someone asks how I managed to live with so many cats in such a small room, I just smile and say, it's not about the space, it's about the softness. Two pillows can turn a cramped corner into a palace, and a small room into a kingdom of warmth. And my cats? They are the kings and queens of that kingdom, ruling from their fluffy thrones, while I, their humble human, sit nearby, happy to serve. In real life, the story of the cats and their two fluffy pillows reminds us that comfort and happiness do not always come from big or expensive things, but from simple, thoughtful choices. Just like the cats found warmth and peace on the pillows instead of fancy furniture, we too can create joy in small, practical ways that suit our circumstances. Modern life often makes us believe we need bigger houses, newer gadgets, or luxurious possessions to feel fulfilled. But the truth is, contentment comes from how we use what we have, not from constantly chasing more. When we learn to adapt, like choosing pillows instead of cages, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and discover creative solutions that fit our lives. The lesson here is to focus less on what we cannot have and more on how to maximize what is already within our reach. Whether it's making our living space cozy, simplifying our daily routines, or cherishing small moments with loved ones, embracing simplicity allows us to live more meaningfully. In the end, happiness is not about how big the room is, but how warm and full of love it feels.